At ISR, we believe that literacy starts at home. By reading to and with your child and engaging in conversations about books every day, you are not only providing your child with many benefits, such as language development, fluency, and new vocabulary, but you are also sending the message that reading is important, and it is a skill that we need to be a lifelong learner. What a great way to bond with your child while also setting them up for future successes.
Did you know that if I only read 5 minutes at home every day, then I will read 900 minutes in a school year? This means that about 50% of my peers will score higher than me on a standardized test.
But if we read at home for 20 minutes every day, we will read 3,600 minutes in a school year.
All that reading practice means that on average, we'll be on the top 10% on all standardized tests. That's a big difference.
We know that reading is important, but sometimes we don't know how to have engaging conversations with our kids about what they are reading.
So here are some tips that can help you. Step 1. Make sure I'm reading a just right book. Do you know what that means? You can remember by thinking, I pick. I choose a book, not you. That means when I pick a book, I should be the one choosing what I read. P stands for purpose. I understand why I'm reading this book. I, interest. The book I read should grab my attention.
C, comprehension. This means that I understand what I am reading and I should be able to tell in my own words what is happening.
K means know. I should know most of the words. If there are more than 5 words that I don't understand or don't know how to read, then that book is so hard for me. If you help me follow these steps, then I will be reading a just right book. Talk to me about what I'm reading. When you ask me questions, it makes me feel important. Asking questions can be easy. Just pull a stick, read the question, and ask the question to all your family members. And this can be in English or in Spanish. Books get harder as we get older. Authors help our brain grow by including harder stuff as we read harder books. In my books, there are patterns that repeat. Sometimes the author tries to trick me by including characters that talk. In my books, there is one main problem and solution. Sometimes the author tricks me by including longer, tricky words and lots of talking. In my books, the character has more than just one problem. The author tries to trick me by using figurative language. In my books, there are hidden problems, and sometimes the characters act differently than we would expect. The author makes the book hard for me because sometimes the chapters don't become clear until later in the book. It is important that we learn to understand the theme or the message of the story and describe how the character changes from the beginning to the end of the story. My books have complex characters and lots of different stories happen at the same time. The author makes these books hard because there's a lot of symbolism in them. The books often flash forward or backwards in time. We also need to understand the overall message or the theme of the text and pay attention of how the characters change their feelings or behaviors. By knowing the types of books we are reading, you can help us to understand the story and the tricky parts.
We love reading.